It is 4 p.m. We're bringing developing news.
And the stories behind the headlines. This is Storycon. I'm Regina Lay.
I'm Ed Lingao. Some stories we're watching this Tuesday, November 18. House Majority Leader Sandro Marcos rejects his aunt Senator Amy Marcos' allegations that his father or his parents use illegal drugs. He says these allegations do nothing to help the country and aim to destabilize the government. Sandro Marcos also says Amy has betrayed her own family and no longer acts like a true sister to their father. To this, the senator responds, "Magpapa-DNA test ako, magpapa-hair follicle test sila."
Malacanang says President Bongbong Marcos Jr. will not resign amid calls from several groups, for him to do so, including from pro-Duterte supporters. Palace spokesperson Yusek Claire Castro said the president continues to work for the country, and she questioned whether any successor could effectively eradicate corruption. She added that claims made during the Iglesia ni Cristo rally, including those allegations made by Senator Amy Marcos, should only be taken seriously by those without critical thinking.
Speaker Boji D is once again urging former House Congressman Zaldico to return home and face authorities. That's after Co dropped a series of video messages linking President Marcos and some of his allies to billions in budget insertions. D says serious accusations require a stronger stance, including appearing before the Independent Commission for Infrastructure, or the ICI, under oath. He reiterates that true public trust can only be restored through genuine accountability and not political maneuvering.
And the United People's Initiative and other groups are no longer allowed to hold protests at the EDSA People Power Monument. That's according to the Quezon City LGU, which says that speakers and banners during the group's November 17 rally incited participants to commit acts of sedition, rebellion, or insurrection. The local government said this constitutes a material violation of the conditions of the permit that they previously granted. UPI has instead moved their protest to the EDSA shrine. Meantime, Senate President Pro Tempore and Blue Ribbon Committee Chair Senator Ping Lacson believes that President Marcos had no hand in the 100 billion peso budget insertion, as alleged by resigned Congressman Zaldico. At the budget debates earlier this afternoon, Lacson confirmed that there was indeed an insertion of this amount in the 2025 budget, but none of them reached the president's level. Lacson cited a phone conversation with the camp of former Public Works Undersecretary Roberto Bernardo on Sunday. Bernardo claimed that it was Presidential Legislative Liaison Office USEC Adrian Bersamin who name-dropped the president. Bernardo then gave a breakdown of where the kickback went: 81 billion pesos to DPWH projects, 19 billion to other agencies, with Bersamin and DepEd USEC Trigiv Olivar supposedly getting cuts. Olivar has since also submitted his resignation just earlier today.
I have it on good information that yung announcement na ginawa, yung statement na ginawa ni ex-Congressman Saldico, na nagbintang siya na 100 billion, sinasabi niya na utos daw ng Pangulo na isingit sa BICAM. Your Honor and I both know that the 100 billion, and we went over, I know na, both of us went through the list independently or separately. And you and I agree na totoo yung listahan ng 100 billion pesos. Talaga nasingit sa BICAM. But yung sinasabi ni Saldico on social media as posted, na nag-deliver siya ng 25 billion representing the 25% commission di umano para kay Presidente, that I will attest na hindi totoo. Yun talaga absolutely untrue or false.
Lacson said he asked Bernardo to put this information in writing and that letter reached Malacanang on Monday. That's also the day the palace announced the resignations of Executive Secretary Lucas Bersamin and Budget Secretary Amena Pangandaman.
Maliwanagan naman natin na hindi kasama ang Pangulo kasi Yan, common sense. Siya nag-utos, ibibito niya. Siya nag-utos, i-FLR niya. Ang gusto ko lang i-emphasize, i-reiterate, wala pong kinalaman ang Pangulo at wala siyang natanggap na 25 billion at wala ring delivery si Saldico. Imposible, sabi nga ni Bernardo, imposible siya mag-deliver ng 25% kasi ako yung nag-handle, ako nag-deliver ng 8 billion. Saan kukuha ng 25 billion si Saldico? Yung 81 billion. By the way,
And of course, joining us today from the Philippine Star, we have Editor-in-Chief Ami Pamintuan.
Hi, Ami.
Everybody.
Oh, parang bit-bit ni Ami.
Nangyayari at yung guest natin na nangyayari.
Ami, sorry, your audio
audio is a bit
echoey.
Incidental ang audio mo.
Oo, parang...
Oo.
Okay.
Baka hindi naka-on yung mic mo or something.
Okay. Whilst Ami fixes her audio, let's get right to it and bring in our guest for today. We are talking to Ombudsman Boying Remulla. Good morning, sir. Good afternoon,
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Magandang hapon sa inyo.
Thanks for coming back on the show, Ombudsman. Okay, I'll kick it off. And let's start with the latest news, which is has to do with the cabinet shakeup, Ombudsman. Si E.S. Bersamin and former DBM Secretary Amena Pangandaman were, of course, name-dropped by Zaldi Co. But even before the videos that he posted on social media, na-mention na rin po si E.S. Bersamin by former USEC Roberto Bernardo. Have you started looking into them or will you?
I was just in a meeting with Yusek Bernardo a while ago to clarify the statements. And I was with the people of the Witness Protection Program of the DOJ and some of the assistant ombudsmen of this office. And we are already vetting the statements of Mr. Bernardo regarding this matter. And let the axe fall where it may. That is the mandate given to us, and we'll investigate it and prosecute people when the evidence shows that they may be liable for something.
So, but to be clear, so far at this point, wala pa po kayong nahanap or wala pa po kayong nakikitang evidence linking them to the flood control scandal?
Well, the statement of Yusek Bernardo is not really surprising because I had my suspicions already before about the activities of Undersecretary Adrian Bersamin. He was already in my radar for a long time, and it's Try-Give that I just got to learn about later on, Try-Give Olaybar, and of course, about the involvement of Mina Pangandaman. And I'm not surprised because there may be temptations on the side for them. And I cannot conclude anything yet, but it could have happened that way.
Sir, are you saying that you were having these suspicions even while you were DOJ chief pa lang and not when you were ombudsman na? This is before
Yes,
pa?
because I had disagreements already with the ES because of his nephew, or because of his grandson. I had disagreements already because of his activities, which I found suspicious already way back when they were interfering with too many matters.
So you had clashes with E.S. Lucas Bersamin
Well, we had
over...
a certain disagreement already because there was an incident where I had to question a decision made by their office in releasing appointments not sought by my office, and that became a spark in our relationship that actually kept us far apart already after that.
Pero sir, that's regarding appointments. That's
Yes,
not...
that because the behavior of somebody close to the ES should not be countenanced by anybody, especially that this is relative. So at that time, I just let it go. But I knew already that if there's somebody capable of doing it, it was this guy.
So to be very clear, USEC Adrian Bersamin was already on your radar, but was E.S. Lucas Bersamin also on your radar at that point?
Not really. Not Secretary Bersamin.
Okay.
Not the executive secretary. But I deemed it a bit of a weakness on his part to allow somebody like Adrian to run around the place. And it was very disconcerting for me to see that because it's hard work. It's hard work as DOJ Secretary. We risk our life every day. And we don't like people like him running around taking liberties with the power that's given to us in their office.
Sir, what about Secretary Pangandaman? You mentioned there may be temptations. I wonder what you mean exactly with that.
No, because,
did you also have suspicions about Pangandaman, or
Because everything is delegated. Everything is delegated to us, actually. That's the leadership style of the president. And the power given to them to decide on many things may have been tempting because I did not want to suspect anything until it came to a point I had to think of how these things came to be. Because when Saldico said that matter, said the statement, I said that there must be a semblance of truth to it, but I have to check more. But it's actually the statement of Yusek Bernardo that really stuck to my head. That there may have been a close relationship between Adrian and Trigive and Secretary Pangandaman, if I was correct in that. If I'm correct in that supposition.
Ami, ready?
Ami, I'm
Ano
sorry,
your-
your audio is still off.
It's actually worse, Ami.
Sorry, Ami, your audio is still not working.
There.
Masama daw eh.
Yan. That's better. Actually, that's better. Go,
Ayan,
go.
okay na?
Go.
Okay,
Okay
go.
na. Ombudsman, actually, there have been observations na dito ba case of nepotism yun that the PLLO, which is directly under the Office of the Executive Secretary, kamag-anak ng Executive Secretary. I mean, is that a valid observation?
Kapag-anak, abo niya si ano.
Ibig ko sabihin, is that a case of nepotism? Bawal yun dun sa Code of Conduct natin eh.
That is something because he started off as an assistant to the executive secretary, and he just became PLO a few months ago, if I'm not mistaken.
So, lilinawin lang uli namin ha.
Nepotism
You are
probably,
pursuing-
but
Yeah.
I don't know if that would apply because he's not a direct descendant.
Yes.
He's not a direct descendant, and probably he's
Grandnephew.
grandnephew, but probably a relative
Yes.
with a fifth degree of consanguinity. I don't know if the law would apply to that.
Okay. Okay. Ano kung sakasakali yun? Because ang sabi ni Ping Lacson, nagne-name drop daw si Adrian Bersamin on
Exactly.
the budget
That's my
insertion.
experience with him.
Anong kaso yun? Kung sakasakali? Anong offense yun?
What offense is that? Well, sa graph yan. It will
Graph,
go to
Ibig sabihin,
019.
kung papailan siya ng
Section
kaso,
3.
yeah, kung papailan siya ng kaso, ano yung magiging kaso against him?
Well, actually, ang unang supposition ko rito is sa conspiracy. Conspiracy to commit plunder.
Wow.
Well,
Okay, so so in the light of what
conspiracy to commit
Panfilo
plunder,
Lacson,
and if that
Yeah.
malversation.
yeah, it's not malversation eh.
It could have been malversation. It could be, depending on the facts that we dig up. But right now, it's evident. It looks like conspiracy to commit plunder.
Conspiracy to commit plunder.
Sir,
Yes.
how grave is conspiracy to commit plunder? I'm sorry, I'm more familiar with
It's
plunder
plunder.
than the
It's plunder.
conspiracy.
It's plunder.
It's
With the
which plunder?
conspiracy angle
Okay.
thrown in among people who decided on who took liberties on the money of the people. It's the money of government, but it came from taxpayers. So it's a conspiracy to defraud the government.
So
That's
it's the
plunder.
same thing. It's just that it's a group effort.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Ombudsman, I understand you're filing the first batch of cases before
We did file a case
Bayan.
already today. The Sandigan Bayan.
Yes. Opo.
Assistant Ombudsman Nico Clavano went to Sandigan Bayan to file the cases today, and it will be raffled off tomorrow. And hopefully, we will get an arrest warrant very soon.
Oo nga.
Sino-sino po yung mga kaso, yung mga kinasuhan?
Saldico, the district engineer of Mindoro Oriental or regional, I don't know who
4B.
among them. The Region 4B. And of course,
Yes.
the incorporators of Sunwest. The incorporators and officers of Sunwest.
Okay.
Malversation, sir?
Malversation, and I don't know if plunder was included. Kasi ano yan we're trying to avoid plunder as much as we can because of the
Yes.
jurisprudence that makes everything
Mahirap.
difficult to convict plunder, convict somebody for plunder. That's why we're trying to stick to malversation. But if need be, we will go to plunder and we will go great lengths to prove the crime, knowing all the jurisprudence that is there, that goes against that makes it very hard to prove plunder. But I think we still can. We can.
Sir, you only zoomed into that particular area for this set of filings. I mean, Mindoro and Zaldico and Sunwest. Wala pa ho doon sa ibang mga legislators, sa iba pa mga distrito?
Marami na. The work is ongoing, Ed. Marami kaming trabaho ngayon. The DOJ is handling 11 cases. We are handling more cases here. Different stages of the proceedings. But under preliminary investigation, I think we have 9 cases here right now.
And yung sinabi niyo, sir, kay Christian Esguerra that you will file on December 15.
Maybe even before December 15. The Diskaya cases are ripe already. They're here. And we expect things to happen very soon.
I guess what most people are interested in is when will the legislators be charged, right? When will the big fish be...
It's just a matter of due process, Regina. We just have to observe due process. We will let them answer first.
Pero-
We have to get their answers. We have to hear their side. And we are already in the process. They will be sent their subpoenas very soon, or order to comment on the charges against them.
Ito yung mga senators and congressmen, sir?
Yes.
Okay. So meaning the December 15 that you mentioned to Christian is not a hard deadline. It could come as
It's not a hard
earlier-
deadline.
Okay.
But the discussion is already to the point where we may request the Congress to increase the number of divisions in the Sandigan Bayan because we expect the courts to be swamped with cases very soon.
Papayag ba yung Congress?
Well, that was one point. Ombudsman Marcelo requested 15 divisions before with enough cases, but he was only given 5 or 7 at that time.
How many are you
And
asking?
yes, the Congress refused to give him the number of divisions that he was requesting at the time. I was also with Ombudsman Marcelo this morning to ask for his point of view and tips to run this very big organization and how to make it run smoothly as a well-oiled machine.
How many additional divisions are you asking for?
Well, I'm looking at 5 more divisions that may be ready to hear these cases. Because the moment that the hearings start and we ask for continuous trial, everybody will be very busy. And the people occupying the courts are only human. They may not be able to stand the rigors of continuous trial all the time. That's why there may be a need for more divisions later on.
Sir, I'm sure you've seen the video messages of Zaldico. In his second part, he was challenging you to file cases against Bongbong Marcos himself. Investigate Bongbong Marcos himself and Martin Romualdez. I understand, of course, he's impeachable. He's an impeachable official, and cases are not just filed against the president. However, I also understand that investigations can be done by the Ombudsman against impeachable officials with the possible purpose of
Motu
supporting an
proprio.
impeachment complaint. And then you had, last night, of course, Amy Marcos with their new set of revelations, which also complicates everything else. My question to you is that, are you looking at conducting any investigation on the president? Is that even in your radar with regard
Well, if we're talking about Zaldico's statement, I cannot give attention to any social media post and say, okay, I believe you, and I'll do your bidding. It doesn't work that way, Ed.
Yes, sir.
You have to have a sworn statement here to tell us what really happened and what role you played and how you found out everything, and you have to swear by it. And you cannot do that by social media.
Can he swear by it sa consul? Kasi yun ang sinabi kahapon sa amin ng DOJ,
That can be done. That can be done. But, you know, Ami, you have to be able to ask him searching questions also. We have to be able to notice his deportment and how he conducts himself. That's why face-to-face hearings are required. And you cannot just keep hiding.
Yes.
If you really want to tell the truth, we will protect him. If that's the only case that he's afraid of, we will protect him. We will do everything to protect him. But he has to come home.
But
Yung conspiracy yung conspiracy to commit plunder, mas madali siyang mapatunayan kaysa sa actual plunder.
Well, the
Kasi kung
Sandigan
conspiracy
Bayan
pa
will be the
lang,
ones,
pa lang.
Amita, Sandigan Bayan will be the one to say whether we were able to prove our case or not. But we will lay everything on the table. And of course, studying all the jurisprudence about plunder, we will make sure that we abide by the rules on plunder and what has been pronounced by the court. But of course, we do not agree with everything that has been said about how plunder should work. Because many of them were just excuses to acquit people more than anything else.
earlier you said... go ahead, Ami.
No, may binanggit kayo today, Ombudsman, that meron kayong pa-file na a contractor na bigger than Saldico. Can you tell us more about it?
Well, no, we're just investigating many of them now. And I don't think it's right to say the names of these people, but we're investigating them.
Earlier, Ombudsman, you said that when you saw the Zaldico video, you thought there must be a semblance of truth in it. What else?
Yes.
What else did you find truthful about
Well,
what he said?
the semblance of truth is with regards to how things are run in the BICAM. Because remember, he was the chairman of the Appropriations Committee. And everything is his call, actually. Everything is his call. But the semblance of truth will come in the way that people deal with the Appropriations Committee. But the semblance of truth will end somewhere. You draw the line. Because discretion is his. That is where we know that things may have happened because of him rather than in spite of him.
I guess to put it bluntly, do you believe the part where he said that it was President Marcos who inserted 100 billion pesos into the budget?
It's illogical. It's illogical. It's out of human experience. It's not something that is easy to believe because knowing the nature of the budget, the NEP is prepared by the president's staff, by the president himself. So I don't think you'd want to be toying with a budget that you already prepared.
But it's also true that he could not have committed all of this by himself.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. He had, I mean, the story of Bernardo rings true regarding how people were able to play with the budget.
And I guess to that,
Kung sakasakali, kung sakasakali he goes to a consulate at doon siya nag-swear doon sa affidavit niya, okay lang ba sa inyo to talk to him by Zoom? To clarify points kung sakasakali?
No, he has to come home. We want to see his deportment. Ami, human nature yan. Nakatago ka, you can say anything. Pero pag talagang tinanong ka ulit, dapat makita mo kung ano ang kanyang body language. You cannot see it in a flat screen. You see it 3D. Makikita mo siya live, yung talagang deportment ng tao. The body language is important.
But anyway, sir, you have filed already today cases against Zaldico. So I suppose ang susunod dyan would be arrest warrants and then extradition
Why should I
petitions.
listen to him when he's abroad? When I already filed cases against him here? Why does he just obey the law? And subject himself to the process?
Yes, sir. So, sir, tatama ba? I suppose nga the arrest warrants will follow and then a petition for extradition? I suppose that's how
Yes,
it's
we
going to
will.
go.
We will do all campaigns necessary to make him come home. But probably the most painful campaign would be a social media campaign wherever he may be, so that the people there will tell him to go home.
What do you mean, sir?
Kasi if he's in Chile or if he's in South America,
Okay.
we'll go through the social media of that country to make sure that they all know that there's a fugitive by that name going around the
Yeah.
country, and we will put
my.
his name all over.
There are a lot of reports on social media about his whereabouts. Do you know where he is, Ombudsman? Do
And
you-
you know, it's not anymore as easy as it was before to hide anywhere in the world. Social media will catch you.
do you know where he is?
Now,
Yes.
I have not asked, but I can find out.
And even
Pero
if there
He
is
was
Dadaanin
supposed
niyo
to be
through
going home
Interpol?
yesterday, but I did not believe it.
Dadaanin niyo yan
Ha?
through Interpol, more likely. Kasi kung
Yes,
konti lang naman
yes.
extradition treaties
Yeah,
natin.
yeah, Interpol is one of them. Interpol
Yeah.
is one option that we have.
At kakancelin yung passport niya, di ba?
Of course,
Pag may case
this
na.
week there's already a pending motion together with the
Yeah.
filing
Okay.
to cancel his passport.
You filed it with the DFA.
No. It's a court order already that we're looking at. Not
court
anymore
order.
a DFA order. It's a court ordering
Okay.
DFA. Yes.
Oh, it's being filed this
okay.
week.
No, ano na yan?
That's part of
Filed
your
na yan.
filing.
It's already in court.
Uh-huh.
But it's just filed with the docket division of Sandigan Bayan.
Yeah.
It will be raffled off tomorrow. And after the raffle, the court itself will have to rule on whether to issue a warrant of arrest and to whether or not to cancel his passport.
Okay.
Okay.
Sir, I know you have to run, but just very quickly, if I could just cross over to the issue with Senator Bato de la Rosa. Of course, you made a lot of headlines for saying that you already have a copy of the ICC arrest warrant.
Yes.
But when we asked the
Yes.
DOJ and the DFA, wala pa naman daw silang kopya and they don't know where you got yours.
It's a complication with the ICC. But I will stand by my word that there's a warrant. It will arrive officially very soon. I still have my copy, but it cannot be used because it has to be an official transmission.
How? Yeah, exactly. That's what they're waiting on, the official copy.
Yes.
How did you get a hold of your copy so early, sir? I mean,
Well,
because
I cannot burn my source.
they just changed the rules, right? They changed the rules to make arrest warrants secret.
Secret.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's a secret document. It says in the
Secret.
document that it's a secret.
Well, let me put it this way, sir. I thought that the government
Secret.
had no desire
That's
to
the
have
way the
anything to do with
ICC
the
works.
ICC.
That's the way that the ICC works. They
Yeah.
don't actually mirror our own judicial system.
Yeah, exactly.
But we have laws that coincide with each other that gives us respect for them, which is international humanitarian law.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. But yeah, I understand, sir, that even from before, government has refused to have anything to do with the ICC on an official
That's
basis.
only President Duterte, but not all the governments of the Philippines.
So is it fair to say that we are now cooperating with the ICC?
Well, we're doing witness protection for them. If that's when I was DOJ secretary, we laid down the line that we will help them with the witnesses that they want to protect in the Philippines.
In connection with the drug war.
In connection with the drug war and the case in the ICC.
Okay. So,
Isang pahabol na lang, Ombudsman. May balita
please.
kasi na there will be another senator who might be covered by an arrest warrant. May balita din ba kayong ganon?
Another senator to be covered by another arrest warrant. Wala pa.
Another, second.
Wala pa ako alam. Kung sa ICC galing, wala pa.
wala ka pang early
Kung sa
copy.
ICC. Wala pa
Okay,
akong early
baka
copy
may
nun.
early copy.
Pero sure ako kay Bato, sure ako ron.
Pero sir,
okay.
sir, sorry, a bit of a technicality lang. Kasi I remember kay dating Pangulong Duterte, we went through Interpol, not through the
Yes.
ICC but through Interpol. So what's going to trigger any action on the part of government this time with Senator Bato? Are we waiting for
Just
a red
transmission
notice
of the
from-
warrant, Ed.
Sir?
Transmission of the warrant.
Transmission.
Yes, sir.
Because
but,
9851 does not mention Interpol. We can do what has to be done with respect to the warrant issued by the International Tribunal.
When you say we will do what has to be done, really the only option there is surrender, because as we keep
Of
pointing
course,
out, it
of
cannot be
course.
extradition because
Yes.
ICC is a judicial body, not a country. So the
Exactly.
only option there is surrender, correct?
Yes, yes.
Okay, so in short, we will surrender him.
Well, if that's the position of the executive department, I wouldn't disagree with them. Because when I was there, that's what we did. Okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thank you, Ombudsman
Ombudsman.
Boying Remulla. We appreciate your time.
Thank you, sir. Okay.
Okay. Medyo,
dami istorya.
bit of a cliffhanger kasi of course the next question is what is the position of the executive, right? On
But he's technically the ombudsman, so technically he
Independent
should,
siya.
he should be the...
Ayun na naman tayo sa
Again,
separation of
technically-
powers.
Hindi nga. I say technically kasi
Kaya
sabihin
aalis lang niya sa DOJ, kayo naman eh. Kaalis pa lang niya dun eh.
Hoy, isang buwan na
Oh,
mahigit.
kaya alam pa rin niya yung nangyayari ron.
Isang buwan na mahigit, ha?
But yes, I mean he's correct. I don't doubt that he has tremendous influence sa DOJ pa rin.
Yeah.
And of course,
Yeah.
may handover pa yon, right? But I mean, that's the million-dollar question when it comes to Senator De La Rosa's case. Ano nga yung position ng executive? What is the government's official position on it? And of course, yung
Halimbawa, I think yung kay Padulyon yun eh.
Oh.
That we, on a principle of committee, we have obligations
to the international community.
bodies like the Interpol.
Yes.
Actually, from taking off from Ombudsman Remulla, we're not even waiting for a red notice from Interpol. As soon
Pero
as they
ICC
get
courses its arrest warrants through ano eh.
through the
Interpol.
the international dito sa NBI
Interpol.
bagay.
And of course,
Yun yung cooperation natin with Interpol.
and this afternoon, the breaking news is the Supreme Court has already denied the motion of Senator Bato de la Rosa to compel Ombudsman Boying Remulla to produce the ICC warrant against him. Because again, at this point, no one has seen this ICC warrant. Si Ombudsman Remulla pa lang. But as he just told us, sure siya na meron. And it will be issued. The official arrest warrant will be issued soon, very soon, he said.
And then
The hard copy. I-issue nila yan kapag arestado na. Yun yung bagong rules ng ICC.
Exactly.
And
Exactly.
through Interpol. Para daw hindi nga ma-alert yung mga inaaresto. Kaya hindi natin malalaman niya. We will not see that until it happens.
And the other thing, of course, is the filings of the ombudsman with the Sandigan Bayan against Zaldico, SunWest, and the district engineers of Mindoro. With
Kaya siguro baka
with an attachment for a petition for an issuance of arrest warrant and the cancellation of passport of Zaldico.
cancellation of passport.
This
Yan.
is the... Oh yeah, so kasama na yung cancellation of passport in that petition.
In the petition.
And it goes to the Sandigan Bayan, which will be raffled off tomorrow.
Tomorrow, and they expect immediate action in the next few days. So maybe
Kapag
even
may
in the
arrest
week.
warrant na, pwede na nating i-request yan sa Interpol na kunin na si Saldi.
Kasi nga ilan naman may extradition tayo 12, 18.
Yeah, hindi
15
yan,
yata.
kukunti yan eh.
Oo nga, parang alam ko, it's less than 15.
Konti lang siya
Yeah, konting-konti lang. Kaya dadaan yan sa Interpol.
It's interesting, no? Yung district engineers ng Region 4B, Oriental Mindoro, the first to be charged in this whole scheme, we don't even know them.
Even
Hindi
though
natin
we've
kilala.
never seen them. Not like the Bulacan district engineers.
Exactly. Yung infamous Bulacan Boys. Yung, kilala mo ba, Ami, yung district engineers ng Region 4B? Yung
No idea.
Exactly.
No idea.
They are first to be
At
charged.
itong etong tinatanong kong contractor na malaki, may pangalan na actually eh. Kaya lang hindi ko rin kilala eh.
Is it
Yeah,
si
I think
Guardiola?
it's a party list eh.
Yung Guardiola, yung
Na congressman
CWS?
niya,
Oo. Yung construction...
Congressman, contractor eh.
Construction
contractor.
workers party
Yeah.
list. Tama?
Yeah,
Mas malaki pa daw sa mga nakuha nung SunWest and ang mga kontrata.
Rappler has
Yun.
actually been doing a lot of reporting on Congressman Edwin Guardiola.
Yan.
Ito yung sa he's CWS representative, construction workers, I can't remember the S. Construction, basta
Tama naman
CWS.
pala yung party list niya, representation niya.
Oo, CWS.
At least,
Construction
at least
workers,
member
hindi
siya- member
hindi
siya ng sector.
contractor.
At least tama naman yung kanyang party
Oo.
list.
Hindi nga, construction workers hindi contractor.
But yung itong first cases that have been filed today in relation to the flood control scandal is ito yung ghost and standard
Yeah.
projects in Oriental Mindoro that Senator Ping Lacson first brought to light during his privileged speech sa Senate, which later on, Secretary Bonoan told us on this show that hindi naman daw ghost.
Mali daw.
Baka lang mali yung pinuntahan.
Wrong place.
Mali yung coordinates daw. But
Wrong place daw.
later on, si DPWH Secretary Vince Dizon went there himself with his team and inspected it and agreed it was ghost projects and it was substandard projects. Ito yung projects sa Nauhan, Oriental Mindoro. Ito na nga yung first few cases that have been filed today.
The other revelation from Ombudsman Remulla, at least by his claim, matagal na rin nasa radar niya si
Adrian Bersamin.
Si Adrian Bersamin at pati si Pangandaman daw. And the other guy.
Kaya conspiracy, no? Ha? It's a conspiracy.
There's a third
That's
name.
a major.
Si Trigvi
Olivar.
How do you even pronounce his name? Trigvi Olivar.
Diba?
I'm
Hirap
sorry
spellingin.
for
Olivar.
murdering your first name. Trigvi? I'm not sure. But anyways, ang curious thing about Trigvi is that he's a USEC sa DepEd. And it's interesting how he got involved in the budget discussions, allegedly, right?
Sabi rin
Na nag-resign siya ngayon.
they've been in my radar for a long time, and there may also have been temptations as far as Pangandaman is concerned. I've had disagreements with the ES because of his grandson, his activities. They were interfering in too many matters. We have had a certain disagreement already. There was an incident. They were questioning decisions in releasing, or I was questioning decisions in releasing appointments not sought by my office.
It sounded like si Ombudsman Remulla had a run-in with ES Bersamin, and he said he was disappointed that he was letting Adrian Bersamin, who's ES Bersamin's grandnephew, run around the place. Yun yung
May
sabi
bitaw
niya.
pa siya, if there is anybody who's capable of doing this, it is this guy.
This guy meaning Adrian.
Ganun
Bata
siya
pa
ka,
tong si Adrian, ha? Have you
ganun siya
seen-
ka, si
Ayun.
Ombudsman.
Have you
Ganun
seen
siya
his- have you seen his photo?
kagalit.
Oo.
No, if there's anybody capable of doing this, it's this guy.
Bata pa tong si Adrian Bersamin, ha?
Yeah.
And,
Again, we're quoting Boying Remulla. This is not us. We're quoting Boying Remulla.
you know, maybe most people have never heard of the office called PLLO, Presidential Legislative Liaison Office. But it's a pretty important function
Yeah,
because
very
you're
important.
Yes.
the one that facilitates communications between the executive and the legislative,
And
right?
then again, that also includes, I suppose, communications on insertions
Budget.
and pork barrel and,
Yan
and
nga,
the
budget.
Hindi, but
Yan yung liaison sa
not just
budget.
not just the priority agenda, but also the priority projects.
priority projects, priority agenda, priority anything, right? So it's believable that if somebody like Adrian Bersamin comes to you and says, "Oh, the president wants this," syempre, maniniwala ka because he's the PLLO head, right?
PLLO.
Oo.
And then
Di ba
when-
yun din ang sinasabi ni sa atin, Reg, ni Tubit Tiangco, na madalas daw gawin ni Martin Romualdez naman na sabihin, eto gusto ni Presidente. Sabi niya, kahit naman daw hindi totoo.
So,
Kasi it gets things done. Kapag sinabi mong, in the case of Martin, of course, dahil pinsan siya. At saka lahat ng lakad until everything erupted tong corruption scandal, laging kasama ni President Marcos yung cousin Martin
yeah.
Di ba?
And then when,
Kaya,
what if you ask
madaling
Boeing,
ayan,
what if you ask Boeing if he had suspicions about Executive Secretary Bersamin himself, ang sabi niya, not the ES, I deemed it a bit of a weakness on his part to allow Adrian to run around the place.
Correct. Yeah.
So medyo inaano niya si ES na not directly involved. It's more of a failure to control allegedly the grandnephew.
This individual.
The power given to decide on many things may have been very tempting. Okay. So yeah.
It's interesting that, I don't know, I mean, the idea that he will ask Congress for 5 more divisions to help with all of these cases. I mean, what's the likelihood na it'll be granted?
dami-dami.
But sabi
Yung
nga naman
Supreme
niya,
Court nag-designate na But sandigan lang yun
RTCs.
no? It will not go to the trial courts
Yes,
Di
sandigan
ba?
bayan to.
Kaya kailangan magdagdag ng sandigan court. Ang in-announce ng Supreme Court, trial courts for
Oo.
corruption cases,
Oo, yung sa
26
RTCs.
dedicated courts na magpa-fast track ng cases related to flood control. Pero yung mga graft cases, pupunta yan sa sandigan
Especially
Pwede
yung,
bang dagdagan
yung level ng mga
yung
congressmen.
sandigan? Ang konti-konti niyang korte na sandigan bayan
Yeah. And I mean, that's a good point. How are they going to tackle this mammoth case, diba? And especially, may first batch of cases tayo today. There are dozens more under preliminary investigation. And then, of course, the big one that Ombudsman Remulla was pertaining to, the one involving senators and congressmen, potentially before December 15 will be filed already. So they need those extra divisions ASAP.
Yep.
I just don't
Sa
know if
investigation pa lang yun.
And remember,
Paano pag nag-trial
any decision by Sandigan Bayan Division will probably be appealed, as has always been the case whenever
Yeah,
a
pag-conviction.
politician is
Hindi,
convicted.
pag conviction, automatic.
or
Conviction, automatic appeal.
automatic appeal. Even before
But-
conviction,
pag conviction.
there's a lot of petitions you can file to delay
pero
it.
I think i-unbank mo muna before iakyat sa sa Supreme Court Hindi ba ganoon?
Magko-court of appeals ka. Mag-MR ka muna sa sandigan.
Yeah. MR sa
Pag
Sandigan muna.
na-convict pa rin, punta
Yeah.
sa court of appeals.
Yeah, there you go.
Pag na-convict ka pa rin, punta ka na sa Supreme Court. Medyo matagal-tagal yun baka tapos na 2020.
Ang daming Marcos cases na convict tapos na appeal.
Na overturn.
Kasi tagal na. Yung mga Xerox copies,
Kaya nga,
nabura na yung tinta.
inordinate delay.
What do they say about justice
Inordinate
delayed? And then also, don't forget, these are the criminal charges. These aren't the only criminal charges. Meron pa tayong inaantay from the COMELEC on the violations to
Election.
the Omnibus
Campaign.
Election Code because of the campaign donations, right? Overdue na rin. I mean, we should check in with them what the latest is on that. Pero last we heard, nagpadala na ng mga, they've asked the senators to explain, right?
That was a long time ago na.
That's several weeks ago.
We've gotten buried kasi under so many other issues in this country. parang
Hindi,
biglang,
recently lang yung yung marami-rami.
Oo.
tapos may dumagdag pa yung kagabi.
Recently yun.
Okay.
Ano ba yung kagabi?
Ano ba yung kagabi? Ano ba yung kagabi?
Ewan ko,
The family drama, you
meron
mean?
bang kaso yun, Ed, yung mga kagabi?
Ha?
Wala.
Ano bang kaso yung sa kagabi?
Well, yun nga, to begin with, the president, of course, is an impeachable official nga. So, hindi mo na
Hindi,
pwedeng...
impeach mo ba sa drug use?
Hindi nga eh.
Sabi ng Malacanang, it's destabilization yung ganong statement.
Iba, hindi naman. Sobrang naman sila. Alam mo,
Yun ang sabi ng Malacanang.
yeah, pero pareho naman silang ganun lahat ng
Destabilization.
pwedeng ikarga na inciting to sedition, ginagawang inciting to sedition.
Alam mo hindi, pero yung drug accusations against the president, remember, ang original na nagano yan si Rodrigo Duterte
Si
in
Digong,
2022. Bakit noon sinuportahan niya yung kapatid niya noon? Kahit yung unit team. They completely
Sabi mo nga,
supported
lumabas ng
him.
kuweba.
Hindi, ibig ko sabihin, di ba? Ang tagal-tagal na yan
Actually,
It's an old issue.
that's the big question that should be asked of Amy and everybody else who pushed the candidacy.
Ikaw alam niyo bakit sinuportahan niya, di ba?
Oo. Kasi if you listen to Amy's kwento kagabi, panahon pa ng Metrocom panahon pa ng Metrocom,
Ed,
nililinis na yung mga party place.
reporter pa tayo. Bata pa tayo. Meron ng ganyan chismis.
Oo nga. Pero nga,
Oh.
she's confirming that it goes way, way, way back and it hasn't changed. In fact, got worse daw. Diba? That's her narrative. It got worse pa nga Pero
Yun ang sabi niya.
if that is
Yun ang sabi
that
niya.
was the problem consistently and it got even worse, then why did they push him to run for...
Do you
To
really
run for
want me
president.
to answer that?
Push
Kayo
him to
naman,
run for public
Ami,
office
Ed,
of the highest post
Hindi,
in the
ibig
land.
sabihin yun ang tinatanong ngayon ng mga tao. Eh bakit sinuportahan niya ng 2022?
Ami naman, alam mo na yung sagot dyan.
At saka, bakit, why are you coming out with it now? Di ba? Bakit ngayon lang? We're halfway through the presidency. Di ba? Hindi, ibig sabihin yan ang tinatanong ng mga tao.
Yes, of course.
Ngayong hindi kayo
There
isang
is-
bangka, magpapalubugan
Yeah.
kayo ng bangka.
There is another angle to this, which is I'm seeing some chatter online na baka daw itong si Senator Amy, baka madawit din. She might get implicated in the flood control investigation. Allegedly, I don't know how true, but it's safe to assume at this point, this isn't the last of the bombshells, no?
Yeah.
Baka
By either side.
Oh, by either side. I'm sure may
Hindi,
mga...
yan ang pinupush ni Chavit Singson, ha? Yan ang paulit-ulit niyang sinasabi. Bakit din niyo tingnan yung Ilocos Norte? Although wala siyang binabanggit na ano, eh alam naman natin kung kaninong turf yung Ilocos Norte.
Although it's also
That's
interesting,
Chavit.
also interesting if you look at Ilocos Sur, kasi si Chavit also owns
Yan na nga.
contracting
And
company.
with one of the
Ilocos
biggest...
Sur, di ba?
Si Chavit.
Si Chavit.
oo.
Ilocos Sur si Chavit.
Ilocos Sur.
Ilocos Sur siya.
Not to imply anything, pero his family owns a contracting company.
At saka occupying a lot of positions in the province.
So,
Ina-advertise naman nila yun. Hindi ko chinichismis yun. Ina-advertise
Hugas
nila yung
kami
mga
kagad si
position
Ami.
na
What's interesting for me last night about Senator Amy's outburst was she tagged Sandro Marcos.
Sandro for the
At
first
saka
time.
Sandro, yes, First Lady, but more so Sandro. I mean, that was, I don't know what to make of that kasi parang that's your nephew, right? Parang, I understand,
that, si
I understand
Sandro.
if you're fighting with your brother, pero yung sinama mo na pati yung anak. Although, I mean, of course, Sandro is a...
not only that, hindi lang daw gumagamit siya, pero niyayaya niya yung mga
kapatid.
Mga anak niya,
Sorry,
no?
pinsan.
Mga pinsan.
Anak ni Amy.
mga anak
Correct.
ni Amy to also join in.
And they actually were... some reporters caught up with Representative Sandro and Governor Matthew Manotoc na anak ni Senator Amy last night after the Iglesia ni Cristo speech. And they said they were pretty diplomatic about it. Sabi ni Sandro, you know, we'll let our parents handle it. But between the two of them, between the two boys, wala naman daw silang problema with each other. And, you know, they, of course, denied the allegations. And then this morning, si Congressman Sandro issued a very, what's the right word? Assertive statement, right? Very sharply worded statement against his aunt, Senator Amy.
Matanong ko nga si Amy. Amy, ano yung sabihin ni Senator Amy Marcos na magpapa-DNA test ako pero magpa-hair follicle test kayo?
Hindi, kasi sinasabi, may mga nagsasabi ka mag-anak ba yan, kaya magpapa-DNA siya. Yung hair follicle is the drug
For the
test.
drug test.
Kasi alam mo yung drug test sa dugo or sa madali yun ang sabi ng mga nagte-testing, mga 1 week lang pwede mong mawala yan sa system mo. Pero yun daw sa hair follicle, hindi nawawala. Yun yung paulit-ulit na sinasabi nila, Pulong Duterte noon.
Correct.
Kaya di ba?
Oo.
The Duterte camp, yun ang sinasabi, magpa-hair follicle test ka para malaman natin. Pero, kung matagal na nangyari yun at nandun pa, what's the point, di ba? Kasi ang sinasabi nila, hanggang ngayon gumagamit Yun lang naman ang issue. I think a lot of young people nag-experiment sa drugs pero how far back ang gusto mong malaman na use? Di ba?
Huwag ka man damay.
Di ba?
And then, of course, the DNA test has to do with yung Sandro Marcos throwing shade at his aunt, saying na parang tunay ka ba kapatid?
Yun na nga. Kaya
Alam mo naman yung rumors, right? Matagal na yung
tunay ka
rumors.
ba mag-anak?
Oo, na hindi talaga
Hindi ko na sasabihin niya, rumor mongering na
Hindi
kayo.
ko nga sinabi. Siya nagsabi.
I'm just saying what's the social media people are saying, right? We know these statements are always loaded.
Yeah. Yeah.
But
Sige,
anyway.
sige,
Ikaw.
sa presinto ka paliwanag. Sige.
Ed, nag-cover ka ng pulis, di ba?
Oh,
Alam
ikaw
mo, may
magpaliwanag ng
tsura
DNA
tao,
test.
Di ba? Alam mo na may tsura ng tao kapag high on drugs di ba?
Ah,
Kita mo na may tsura.
wala daw kanalaman si Ed dyan.
Hindi ko alam sa inyo. Ako, yung mga kakilala ko, ano sila mga prayerful lang eh.
Okay, we have to end the show already. But yun nga, the big story today, the Ombudsman has filed the first set of cases against individuals implicated in this flood control scandal. Chief of them, Zaldi Ko. The cases were filed include alleged misappropriation of public funds, and then graft and malversation. Ito na yung first batch of cases. And implicated si Ko dito because he is the founder of the construction firm SunWest, which allegedly received billions. Well, not allegedly, which received billions of pesos in government contracts whilst he was appropriations chair, although si Ko has long said that he divested from SunWest back in 2019 daw, allegedly. But in any case, ito na nga yung first batch of cases, graft and malversation, and misappropriation of public funds against the flood control individuals.
And expect na raw the case to be raffled by tomorrow, and maybe perhaps the day after that, baka may decision na on their motions
Arrest
for
warrant.
arrest and the motion to cancel the passport of
Passport
Zaldi Ko.
Okay, that's what we will keep track of in the next few days. But thank you for joining us today. I'm Ipa Mituan, Editor-in-Chief of the Philippine Star. Join us again 4 p.m. as usual for Storycon tomorrow. I'm Regina Lay.
I'm Ed Lingao, kapatid. I'm sorry, si Ronald pala is still in Japan, so hindi nakapag-zoom ngayon. Baka
Matagal siya, matagal.
Parang dined mo namin eh. Sige. Kapatid, we are one news, all sides, all the time.
This is the Story Conference Group or the Storycon Group.